This podcast is sponsored by authorvoices.ai. Transform your book into a captivating audiobook in minutes, not months, and for just a fraction of the cost. Discover the future of narration at authorvoices.ai today.
AI book narration and cross-cultural storytelling. What authors need to know. Explore how AI narration is transforming audiobook production by bridging cultural gaps and empowering authors to reach global audiences efficiently. AI book narration, how it bridges cultures and storytelling. If you're an author, you know the power of voice. It doesn't just bring your story alive, it shapes how your readers experience your world. But what happens when your story travels across cultures and languages? Enter AI book narration, a game changer that's not only transforming how books are voiced, but also how stories connect people from different backgrounds. Today, I want to talk about the cross-cultural impact of AI narration for books, and why this technology matters, especially for authors wanting to reach diverse audiences. Why cross-cultural narration matters. Books have always been at the heart of cultural exchange. A story written in New York might resonate just as deeply with someone in Tokyo or Mumbai, but only if it sounds right. The tone, the accent, even the pacing can influence how a listener relates to the narrative. Traditionally, audiobook narration heavily relied on human narrators who might specialize in one language or dialect. While this added authenticity, it also presented limitations. Cost and availability of native or culturally fluent narrators. Long production times, which can delay book launches. Challenges in adapting accents or styles for multiple markets. This is where technology is stepping in to break down barriers. The AI narration revolution, what it brings to the table. Modern AI voice generators can produce narration that sounds remarkably natural, with customizable control over tone, pace, and intonation. More importantly, advanced AI audiobook narration engines are capable of adapting pronunciation, idiomatic expressions, and even cultural references, tailoring the experience for a specific audience. For example, an AI narration for a book originally published in English can be adjusted to fit regional variations, like American English versus British English, or even incorporate multilingual elements that match a crossover market. This means authors can reach global audiences without exorbitant costs. Experiment with different narrative voices to see which connects best with specific demographics. Speed up production so audiobooks hit the market faster. Cultural sensitivity meets technology. One of the biggest concerns when using AI for cross-cultural narration is whether the technology can truly respect cultural nuances. The answer? It's getting closer every day. Leading AI narration platforms analyze vast amounts of data, including accents, slang, and pronunciations from native speakers worldwide. This helps them fine-tune voices that are not just understandable, but emotionally resonant and culturally appropriate. However, authors still need to be proactive. Review AI-generated narrations for cultural accuracy. Work with platforms offering customization to ensure the voice fits the story's context. Use feedback from diverse listeners to improve how AI renders different cultures in narration. In short, AI narration isn't about replacing human sensitivity. It's about enhancing an author's ability to communicate authentically with readers from every corner of the world. Authors, how to make the most of AI. Narration for cross-cultural reach. If you're thinking about exploring AI narration for your books, especially with a global audience in mind, here are some handy tips. Start small. Test shorter samples with different AI voices focusing on cultural variations to see which style resonates best. Use platforms that specialize. Services like authorvoices.ai provide tailored AI narration solutions designed to respect both author vision and audience culture. Keep the dialogue open. Gather feedback from international beta listeners to catch any awkward pronunciations or cultural inconsistencies. Think beyond language. Adjust the narration style, such as formal versus informal tone, to align with cultural expectations and preferences. Consider accessibility. Cross-cultural narration should also consider inclusive audio options for people with disabilities or different listening preferences. The future looks bright for AI. Narration and authors. Looking ahead, AI narration for books is set to become a vital tool in the author's toolkit. As the technology grows more sophisticated, it promises not only higher fidelity voices, but richer storytelling that crosses borders without losing cultural depth. Imagine launching an audiobook where your story sounds native to a Brazilian Portuguese listener and completely authentic to someone in South Korea, all without casting a dozen narrators. This kind of scale and flexibility was unimaginable just a few years ago. For authors eager to explore these possibilities, there's no better time than now to experiment and harness these AI voice generation tools. If you want to give your book the advantage of AI-driven narration that respects cultural complexities and helps your story reach a global audience, check out authorvoices.ai. Their platform offers cutting-edge AI narration options tailored specifically for authors looking to expand their reach across cultures and languages. Combining ease of use with nuanced control, it's the perfect way to bring your book's voice to life, wherever your readers are. In a world that's more connected than ever, your story deserves to be heard loud and clear by audiences everywhere. With AI audiobook narration, that's no longer just a dream, it's becoming a reality.